So every Saturday morning, with joy in my heart, I leap out of bed and I pop down to the high street to get a paper and a coffee for my wife. I return and I say to her with a big smile, "What else can I do for you today, my darling?" And she sighs and says, "No, nothing, don't worry." And I said, "Well, why don't I go and get the shopping?" And she does a really big sigh and says, "Because you always get it wrong." So I said, "Well, why don't you write me a shopping list then?" So she writes out a shopping list, sighing with her raised eyebrow, and goes into immense detail about what shape carrot and how big the bucket of yoghurt has to be, whatever it is. And I'm getting a bit cheesed off with this level of detail because obviously I'm not an idiot, I know how to shop. So off I go to the shops, get the shopping, and every Saturday morning I get what's called a grade 1 bollocking on return. So I've got the wrong flavour of crisps or the wrong length of celery. Now the reason I'm telling you this story is that my wife and I have been together for 20 years. But if we can't communicate in a clear way, and we're talking about something as simple as going shopping, then what chance do you have if you're a business person trying to communicate to technologists, or you're a technologist trying to communicate to the business problem? And this is why we see so many digital projects fail. Poor communication, lack of understanding, and trying to write things down is no easy way to get communications right. So, we have to set up an approach that assumes that we're going to fail to communicate. And that sounds mad, but if we say, okay, we're not very good communicators, then we need to think about how we're going to interact. And the best way to do that is face to face and to show people what we've done and say, is this right? Or to find out how wrong you are. And that's why we deliver software in small chunks frequently and often with our customers as close to us as possible, so that they can give us a steer on whether or not we're right or not, and we can regularly communicate and see the product together and iterate that product so it becomes the right solution for their business. If you'd like to work with us and in that way, please don't hesitate, just pick up the phone or drop us an email, come over for a cup of tea or coffee and we'll talk you through the way that we work. You can meet some of our team and hopefully we can deliver some great software for you. Thank you very much for listening.